Westfield State newspaper, the Westfield Voice, is undergoing major changes this semester with a revamped staff led by new editor-in-chief Josh Clark. One of the major changes he has made includes the new layout of the weekly paper.
I bought all sorts of newspapers, the New York Times, the Boston Globe, the Republican, the Hartford Courant. I mean, I got a stack of newspapers over here, and I looked through them all. I made notes and kind of combined everything. I took out things I didn't like, strengthened things I did like, and I combined it to this current layout that we have now. I mean, it's a work in progress, but I think it's a drastic improvement than what it was last year.
Some changes to improve the paper are more simple than you might think.
Make it colorful, and not colorful as in like colors, but adding photos and things here and there that aren't just articles and things like that. It has to be attractive to the eye, especially on the cover page. The first page has to be has to draw your eye. And big headlines and pictures are what's going to.
Another section of the paper that was redesigned was the sports section.
The biggest change that I've seen since last year with The Voice is they're trying to localize the sporting events that we cover now. Instead of covering the Red Sox, the Patriots, and the Bruins, we're covering Westfield athletics. I think that's going to improve our readership, and it's going to get the interest out, and hopefully we'll get some more beat writers.
The newspaper before didn't have the scores and schedules of athletics events. It was crazy to me.
In an ongoing effort to increase the paper's popularity, promoting the newspaper has become one of Clark's biggest priorities.
I put a rack outside early in the year, and I had frisbees made. I put frisbees out there. For some reason, playing frisbee is like the big thing on campus when the weather's nice and it's nice and warm out. So I said, well, let's make some frisbees and see if we can draw some people in that way. If you're playing frisbee, you're consistently touching it and catching it, and you see the Westfield Voice on the frisbee, maybe you're more inclined to read the paper. That was my thinking.
So far, Clark has gotten a lot of support from new contributors to the paper.
If I were to compare strictly interest meeting 2012 to interest meeting 2013, I'd say that there's probably, I would say 50% is a little high, but I'd probably go 40% increase in interest in writing for the paper.
This year we have a lot of interest in the paper, which is really nice. We have a few new first-year editors, and they really bring a fresh perspective since they don't really know what the status quo is around here. They have an outside view. It's really nice to work with people who are enthusiastic and ready to learn.
10 issues remaining this fall semester. Josh and his staff look to use each week to make the paper a more polished product. Reporting from the Westfield Voice, I'm Ryan Sances.